Yo, so got a quick market recap today. Didn't take any trades today. I'll just go over what I saw. Got close to seeing some potential, but you know, like I said every day, like, oh, I see some potential, but I didn't end up taking a trade. And I'll kind of just go over why, if this will load. It's been loading for like the past 30 minutes. If not, we will just go on to here. Okay. I want to see the chart, bro. Okay. So, GBPUSD, 4 hours bullish going into market open. This was just GBPUSD and EURUSD were what I was looking at. So GBPUSD, we formed a bullish SMT, 4 hours bullish, right? So okay, bullish. So we had 1 hour lows right here. With EURUSD, we also had these 1 hour lows. However, EURUSD took out this absolute low, and GBPUSD did not take out that absolute low. So that was kind of a bullish SMT for GBPUSD, and that looked pretty good. Like as just confirmation to the upside, right? So with that, now I'm looking for confirmation to the upside. I'm looking for a 5-minute break of structure or a 5-minute inverse for value gap after 625, because I don't want to be trading like too early, you know, because if I trade like right at market open, like, you know, it's not really the best, because, you know, like everything's just kind of like developing at that time, right? So 4 hours bullish, I noticed that we had these kind of fair value gaps like in like the opposite direction, and like, bro, when I'm looking over like past weeks and past chart, like just past setups, like if there's like prominent fair value gaps here, like EURUSD was a better example of this. It's just not like optimal to trade in that direction, because usually what will happen is these will get respected and you could see a continuation to the downside, you know, because these confluences can work both ways. So that's why I was kind of weary about this. I wanted to make this kind of like my target, you know. I wasn't worried too much about this because it was like kind of closer to the target, but you know, just seeing how it respected these fair value gaps, I just didn't want to be taking anything in the opposite direction. I just want to have confidence, and I want to have my first take profit at least at this kind of take profit, like at this inverse value gap, right? So that was like my reasoning. That's where my take profit was kind of like stuck in stone there, because of that. So now it'll make sense in a bit. So 5-minute was bullish, looking for confirmation to the upside. We get that through an inverse fair value gap to the upside. But I have like a little, but yeah, so now 625 happens, we inverse this gap. Now we're looking for kind of some kind of retracement for some better risk reward, right? So boom, we have this take profit stuck up here, we have our stop loss stuck here. So what can we only change? We can change where we enter. So this is kind of where I was looking to enter, kind of around this point. So we retrace into 5-minute equilibrium. I was looking for this kind of fair value gap on the 1 minute to get retraced into, and we did do that, right? But with that, we confirmed 1 minute bearish structure. You know, we broke structure to the downside, confirming bearish, right? So now because of that, I'm looking for 1 minute confirmation to the upside, just to break a structure or something simple, just to like, you know, kind of go long off of that. Okay, right? So I'm like looking for that, right? But we only get a fair value gap here, but which we could inverse up here, like which we could like inverse and enter off here, but that's like way too far, you know. So I'm saying like, yo, if you can inverse this gap, right, and then go down and then enter, right, but we break structure again to the downside, and it's like we didn't even inverse this fair value gap in the first place, so what is there to take, right? So now we're looking for like it's just some sort of break of structure to the upside. We break structure to the upside here. I'm like, yo, okay, if we can come down here and like fill in here, then I'll enter long, right? But then we ended up inversing that gap as well, so it's kind of like confirmed bearish. But then we just ripped up, bruh. Like we just ripped up, and I wasn't in the trade, you know. I wasn't in the setup, and I was like literally like sitting on my hands for like how long, like 30 minutes, just waiting for something to happen. And then when it happens, I'm not even in, and we just continue ripping, bro. You know how annoying that is? I was 30 minutes just sitting and looking at this freaking bum ass chart moving up down, you know, and then it just moves, and I'm not there, bro. Like, you know, it's just annoying. Like, it didn't annoy me too much because I started studying for my psych midterm, but bro, on God, that shit, like, that's just like annoying, bro. Like, you know, you're just sitting there, like, okay, like today is Monday, right? So I'm not really planning on taking a trade, but you know, it's just annoying because I kind of like planned it out and I wasn't in it, you know. And that's like kind of the main emotion of today. I was like, bro, like really, like you really had to do that? I kind of felt like FOMO, because like, bro, did it really just move without me? And then I was looking on GBP, JPY, something would happen, but you know, it's better just to sit out, like not sit out, but it's just better to like not let those emotions control, because bro, if I let them control, it'll just mess me up and I might make a bad decision, right? But anyway, that was GBPUSD. Like, if anything, I should just be happy that the trade idea kind of worked out and that my bias was kind of like correct in a way, and that the SMT was respected. So that just gives me more evidence of like kind of bullish SMTs giving more like a higher quality setup, more confidence. Okay, so that's what I was looking at GBPUSD. EURUSD, we took out the absolute low, 4 hours bullish as well. However, like the reason I didn't really want to take anything was because we had all these prominent kind of inverse for value gaps on the 5 minute that were kind of like in the way, if you will, like kind of resistance. So I didn't want to take anything because of that, because like this could have just been like, yo, we could have just filled it and go up, fill it in, go up, fill it in, go out, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not really trying to take anything of that. GBP however, this was like some potential, like this was like the second best, if you will. 4 hours bearish going into market open, so I'm looking for highs to get taken. We come all the way up into the London high and we form relatively, like bro, like these are equal, bro. These are very close to being equal, so that's what I was like kind of thinking about. Like if we came all the way up here, I would just want to see us take that out, because we got like equal highs here. If we could just take it out, then that would be nice to go long. Do we take that out? We don't take it out. We come close here, come close here, come close here. We never end up taking it out. So I'm like, I'm not going to take a trade until we take it out. We take it out here, but that's after 8 a.m. and that's when I'm not trying to trade, We do end up inversing that gap, but we just continue on bullish. So good thing I didn't enter, because that would have been a loss, clearly. But the main thing was that's like, but I wanted to see that high get taken in order to go short, but it didn't end up working out. So yeah, honestly, it's good that I didn't enter on this. We never end up even breaking structure, I'm pretty sure. Actually no, we broke structure here, but yeah, it's a good thing I didn't enter, because that would have been sad, bro. That would have been sad. So yeah, honestly, that's pretty much it. Not really too much. Tomorrow I have tomorrow there's news. No, tomorrow there's no news. Tomorrow's a no news Tuesday. So honestly, tomorrow's a good day kind of like to look. We got a Trump speech at 12. FOMC the next day. So it depends. Depends on what happens. I have dental shadowing at 8. So I have to like shower by like 7. So I'll just like probably look for the first hour and a half and then shower and get ready to leave. So but it's just still loading, bro. But yeah, honestly, that's pretty much it. I'll see you in the next one tomorrow.